Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. See, today I have projectiles on the screen. This was somewhat of a request. So, I'm not sure if I really want so long a video to demonstrate all the projectiles. I may break it up into two. Just because we are in that, what do we want to call this? The downtime phase before a new arc starts. I'm going to talk about 5. More specifically, I will fill in some general things about the projectiles themselves, but the 2 that are in the event store should be up for at least a day or two. The Apex Pulse and the Echo Beam. And then the 3, at least as far as I can see in the refinery, I don't remember where I got some of these projectiles. The Positron Phaser, Plasma Blast, and the Refractive Beam. As you can see, most of them in here are labeled Epic and need 75 shards to unlock. They did come out with a few uncommons when they first released this feature, and then a few rares as well. Not so much of either in the recent years, I guess, because it's been what? I want to say it's been close to 3, maybe even 4 years since Projectiles came out. You just, I guess, think that the uncommons and the rares don't yield them that much money. This is the main screen, I guess. You can see, again, how many shards, which ones are out there, and if you click on them, it'll show you what it does. There's no preview video, which kind of silly. So that's kind of what I'm doing here in this video, but I did want to give you some general information. You can see the Positron Phaser increases your damage by 10%. And that's all your ships. So that's cool. The Plasma Blast increases your critical hit damage by 5%. Sensing a theme here how small the increases are. Because it is more about the visual of your lasers. Refractive Beam here increases your penetration stats by 20%. As I did mention in the video, the event store video, Apex Pulse 500 to your Apex barrier in PvP, and your Echo Beam isolated damage increased by 5%. And you come to your ships, you hit the refits button. It's where you can put on your ship skins, cloaks, other ship abilities, if you actually need to put them on. Like, say, field repairs right here. I didn't need to come into the refit menu and actually select it or put it on. But for, let's say, multiple ship skins, you would. Multiple projectiles, as you can see, there are many to choose from here. You do need to come in here and select which one you want. But for those of you that don't know, those bonuses, you don't need to apply or attach it, applied, it says right there. You don't need to apply that specific refit to the ship to get it. You just need to unlock the refit itself. Or at least, that's what we're told. The numbers are so small, I don't know if we can actually figure that out. But most of us are under the impression that it's generally true. So let's demonstrate what a few of them look like. Because to a certain extent, it really is more about the visual of the projectiles. The boosts are just so small, while yes, every little small boost does add up. It is more about the visual and how cool it can look. Oh, look, one right on top of my base. I kind of feel like it's for you to get the full effect, you kind of have to zoom in. And actually, when projectiles come out, I don't think extended zoom existed, so this is how we played all the time. And you can see how pretty it looks, or if you think it looks ugly, how ugly it looks. Call that one. That was the Apex Pulse. I don't have another ship around. Because that's why they made extended zoom. It's hard to find ships sometimes. This is the Echo. I keep wanting to say Eco. Echo Beam. And let's zoom in. Oh, all the words are right in the way. That was. I don't see that often. Let me do another one for you here. All the words of exchange transport were in the way. So that one's a little better, I guess. Yeah, that looks neat. I mean, that's cool looking. And let's just send you out here. I don't remember actually which one this is. It's coming out now. This should be refractive beam, I think. Yeah, that's refractive beam. It's like a bunch of rainbows coming at your target. That's cool. Oh, I guess I actually kind of wanted to show you something with the Vidar first. I don't even remember which. It's something. It's really the Vidar is the only ship that I noticed it for. There is a visual representation of the firing pattern. It's nothing about how in the battle logs, but a visual representation of the firing pattern. How you could see that some of those ships, it was like a steady beam that came out and then it shut off a little bit, and then a beam again, and then a beam again. You know. But with the Vidar, it just stays up. I haven't noticed that with any other ship. And I think, yeah, most of us were still in the, let's say, in the middle of upgrading our Vidars, and we really noticed it and how different and cool it could be compared to your other ships, because it's what's the word where it's more broken up instead of continuous like that Vidar is, can look cool. Depending on, how the beam itself is coated. I haven't noticed another ship that was like that. It's the Vidar one the only one that I've noticed like that. Oh look, here, on top of my base again. And I don't even remember which one this is. Okay, that's plasma bolts. That was kind of neat. Almost didn't go long enough. Where's another fucking ship? Give you another one, just so you can see it. Because to a certain extent, if they look so stupid to you, you gonna waste your time going after them? Probably not. I mean, that looks cool. What's going on? Is my ship just killing him so fast? I feel like it would be better if it was a little bit longer of an animation here. That's a little longer. I mean, that's cool. To a certain extent, it's cool because it's different. You don't have to look at the same dumbass set of lasers every time. It does break up the monotony. This one should be... Actually, I forgot which one this is already. Positron beam? Or ship error? That's positron beam. See, back in the day, this far out, and I'm on a computer, so I can actually go a little further out. I feel like it meant more because we almost played like, I guess it wasn't so far in that you could actually see the ship. It was out a little bit, but it was just, the camera was so tight that you could see the lasers more. And maybe that's why they don't make as many projectiles as they really did when they first came out. Because people play like this now. You just don't... You don't notice the beams as much because they're so much smaller. You know, I mean, they're what, 1/100th of the screen now. You zoom in like this, and they're like taking up 1/10 of your screen. You can see it better. Depth and all that. But I do like the idea. I think most of us really did like the idea. Yes, recall, I don't give it 0.5%. I don't give a fuck. Most of us did like it. I think it was during the height of COVID, so most of us were locked indoors. I mean, not locked indoors, but because I was going to school, so it's, you know, I'm on video conferencing calls for classes all the time. So yeah, almost a state of emergency. Don't leave your house unless you know you have to, because of the stupid pandemic. But it's just me, and it was something, I guess, cooler at the time. And again, times change. Things get updated and things end up going away. I do like that the Vidar stains the visual the whole time. It doesn't take a break like the others. I kind of wish more ships were like that. There's maybe that's another thing that they could try. Not necessarily just the visual representation of your projectile, your lasers, or whatever, but the pattern of the projectile itself. Like a rapid fire kind of thing, or a sustained thing like the Vidar, or some kind of, what do I want to call that? Staggered burst. You know, a beam like that, and then he takes a break for a while, and then another beam. Staggered. What is the word I'm trying to think of there? Yeah, I think that's about enough. I mean, it's 14 minutes. I wasn't really trying to go this long, or I was just, doing things. But I do like the idea, and I do wish they would do more with this, just to, jazz it up a little bit. Because some of us stare at this screen and press the attack reds button so many times, and it looks the same the whole time. You know? It is nice to have different things coming out of your ship to make it look cooler, or try to make it look cooler. I do like some of the ideas. Especially some of the newer ones, they look thicker, almost like fireworks coming out of your ship. That could be cool. I mean, I don't have them, so I can't show you, which is disappointing. I may do another video just for shits and giggles, because there are a few that are just different, and it's, to a certain extent, I feel it's something mainly for players. This company's not even going to make money off of these projectiles because the boosts are just so small. Now, if they made the boost larger, they might sell a few more packs, but which I'm kind of surprised they haven't done. What are some of these new things doing? See, 20% base to armadas. That's nothing. Isolated defense 5%. That's one of the newer ones. That's nothing. Cargo capacity 30%. Countdown cannon. Mitigation stats by 20%. That's nothing. The boosts are so small. It's weird. But, yeah. Tough to say which one my favorite is. Out of the 5 I showed you, I think I kind of like the Eco Beam a little better. It's almost the same as the Apex Pulse, but I feel like it has 2 white or bluish lines on the end, so me, it just looks neater. Anyway, comment below. How many projectiles have you unlocked? Are you more of one of those people that goes and tries to unlock all of them? Or do you have a very tiny amount unlocked? Oh shit, that's what I wanted to show you. Here in the refinery is where the other three are. No, amalgam refinery. And yes, these three here, they're not cloaks. They're refits. There's these TOS skins. Yeah, the bucket has a picture of the cloaks on them, but they're not cloaks. Yay, people running this game. Here are the three at the end. You take, I don't know, what is it? Oh, these shipskin shard trackers. You can get to projectiles. This is back in the day when it was actually, you needed two separate things, two separate currencies to unlock these. You needed the specific projectile and then the generic projectile currency. Why? Just to fuck with you. Because why? Why do you need to? Yeah. It definitely screwed me over because somehow I ended up with like 70 of the beam shards and then 20 of the generic one. And it was like, well, I have to get 50 of the thing. I can't just get 20 because they wouldn't change it. And you get these shard trackers from somewhere. I don't remember where. Oh, is it in the recruit turn-in? Where's that dumb thing at? This one, I think. Yeah. You can get your shipskin shard... tongue twister. Shipskin shard trackers from here. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, comment below. Are you one of those people that like to go out and try to get all of these so you can change them every so often and brighten up your grinding? Or do you have very few and did you really not know where to get some of them? Some of these other ones, they have been available in certain event stores. I don't know if some of them are up now or not. They might be. I've them unlocked, so they're not in there for me. And do you use them if you have them unlocked? Do you change them up every once in a while because you like the idea of projectiles and how it can jazz up your hostile grinding? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.